Hello, my friends. I'm Gene Della Sala, president of Audioholics, and today we're here with
Hugo Rivera, vice president of marketing. Gene, again, we're talking to people out there in the internet, the World Wide Web, and they're trying to figure out what's going on with the quality of the audio.
You know, I wrote an article a couple of years ago, and it's still more relevant than ever today. It's called The Dumbing Down of Audio. Basically, trading quality for convenience.
Right.
And that's the sad state of affairs that we see lately. You know, people are willing to compromise good sound quality for convenience of portability. And the sad reality is, I wouldn't have a problem with that if you're on an airplane or you're traveling and you want something portable.
Yeah,
Heck,
sure.
I use my iPhone to listen to music, or I use Pandora in my car. But the problem is, most people, I think the generation of today, they're not exposed to a good unamplified performance.
Right.
Okay? Because they go to concerts, they go to the Justin Bieber and Britney Spears, and it's all loud amplified crap on PA systems, and that's their exposure to live music.
Yeah, that's what they think is high quality.
Right.
And even some movie theaters, in my opinion, they're too loud.
The movie theaters are too loud, and then now they're throwing speakers on the ceiling and they're just bouncing it around, and and a lot of the recordings aren't even properly set up in the movie theaters too. That's a whole nother topic we could get into. Right. So basically, today it's sad because we have all the technology in front of us.
Yeah.
We have incredible digital audio, the best DACs, the lowest noise floor, the lowest distortion, incredible speakers for the most part. I mean, speaker technology has evolved immensely in the last 30 years.
Yeah.
But now we got the dumbing down of the recording engineers and mixing everything to the lowest common denominator. They're making it sound good on an iPod, or they're making it sound good on a boombox, or a pair of crappy in-ear headphones.
That's what a lot of neophytes are asking about, really, because what they don't realize, they're like, well, I have the best system out there. You could have the best hardware, but if you don't have a good recording, a good source material, then you're going to be limited by that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why, when I set up a home theater, I always like to have a universal Blu-ray player like the Oppo here, for example. Universal meaning that it plays SACD and DVD audio. It's a niche market, but if you're really into audio, you should own those kind of formats.
Right.
And there is hope. Obi-Wan, there is hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope.
Well, in this case, HD Tracks, we've really kind of have a... very impressed with what we've been doing from HD Tracks. I download their files, I dump them onto a hard drive, I plug them into the USB of my Oppo Blu-ray player, I control it all on my iPad, and now I've got Studio Master reference material streaming at my fingertips.
It's beautiful. It's great stuff.
And it's such a relief because the whole world is dominated by iTunes. People are downloading real crap from the iTunes store, in my opinion. It's like $2-3 a download. By the time you download an album, you're at $30 or $40. Why not just go to HD Tracks and get uncompressed audio and enjoy it?
Yep.
I mean, it makes no sense why people are so willing to compromise quality.
I agree with you. I think also it's because a lot of people are misinformed and they don't understand these things,
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you go to most people's houses, what do they have? Cube speakers.
Yeah.
or a sound bar.
Or a sound bar, right.
And then even if they have a good speaker system, I've been to people's houses, they have BMWs, they have, CAF, they've got good speakers, but then they have them like poorly placed.
Yeah.
Or they don't have the subwoofer set up right.
Right.
So I mean, it's like, it's not just having good quality gear, it's having it properly set up and then listening to good sources.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes we still wind up going back to vinyl because sadly, even though vinyl is an inferior format to CD, a lot of vinyl sounds way better than CD because of the way it was transferred.
Better recording.
Better recording. So I mean, it's that's why I'm a fan of all the formats, especially if they're lossless. I'm a fan of vinyl. I'm a fan of CD, DVD audio, SACD, FLAC. There's absolutely, in this day and age when hard drive space is so inexpensive, there's no reason to be downloading MP3.
I agree 100%. And you know what, Gene? I like companies also like Apogee who are really doing their due diligence to ensure that the recording process is top notch.
Oh yeah, they have an incredible recording studio and they have really high-end DACs. I mean, we're going to be working with them this year because we're excited when we started researching them. And you're going to see that a lot this year. We're going to be really focusing on the quality, because here's my thing, and we'll do a video on this too. The industry it seems to force fads.
Yeah.
Okay, let's forget the fads. Let's stop bouncing sound all around a room. Let's stop slapping speakers on top of other speakers. Let's focus on basic 2-channel, 5-channel, 7-channel, high-quality audio system, properly placed speakers with good source material.
Right. Exactly, which will maximize the fidelity of the listening experience, and that's what we should be looking for.
Yeah, and it's funny because I have neighbors. They all had the Cube systems from a lovely company called Bose. They thought they had the best thing on the planet until I brought them over and I had them listening to some of the gear we have here. Once you elevate people's expectations, it's hard for them to go back.
Yeah, that's the problem, Gene, and I think we see that all across the board. We see that with food, we see that with movies, we see that all over the place. We see kind of like a decrease in quality, and it's simply because people are not educated as to what is good.
It's true. I mean, look at it with food. Now we have, if you want to eat well, you have to buy organic. 30 years ago, everything was organic. There was no corn syrup in everything.
Nope, not at all.
High fructose corn syrup.
But now people are used to that. If they go ahead and taste, for example, a Coca-Cola, and I can talk about this because I lived in Europe for a while, and over there, they have the old Coca-Cola formula,
with cane sugar.
With cane sugar, exactly. Completely different taste.
Right.
Now, if you grew up on the corn syrup version, you don't know any better.
So let's stop obesity.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's eat well, and let's stop dumbing down audio, and let's listen well.
I couldn't have said it any better. So, anything else you have to add, Gene?
I think we covered this topic. I just suggest that you start looking for better sources of audio.
Absolutely. Awesome, Gene. So with that said, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also let us know what you think of this video and what other videos you will go ahead and like us to cover. With that said, until next time,
keep listening.